Hello, welcome to Bloom and Grow Education. My name is Meredith Dickinson. This week in the English we're looking at good versus evil. So we're having a look at narrative and how you can create the idea of something being good in your settings and in your characters so that you can write a story that is good. And then next week we're going to have a look at how you can do the same thing but with evil characters and evil settings. So far we've already looked at how you can write a good setting. So we have this magnificent castle with swans and rainbows and all this wonderful magical stuff. That was yesterday's lesson. Go and check that out. So today we're looking at a good character. Now we're having a little bit of a Disney theme because Disney is sort of the pinnacle of creating a good character, you know, the happiest place on earth. And so yesterday we read Thumbelina, which Disney has produced, and it was written by Hans Christian Andersen, who writes a lot of the Disney stories like The Little Mermaid and Frozen. He authored all of those. So today we're going to be looking at Disney princesses because of course they are all good. Now there are lots of good characters. We're not looking at Disney princesses. The princes are always good as well. And there are lots of, like, you could look at Disney's Star Wars and somebody like Luke Skywalker, he's a good character as well. But we could be here forever and a day looking at good characters. Let's just keep it simple by looking at Disney princesses. So we're going to have a look at what are the things that the princesses have in common when you write about, when we're writing about them. So we're going to start off by having a look at the way that they're dressed. So there's a lot of similarities in the way that they're dressed that help us to know that they're good. And when I say dressed, I mean their overall appearance. So it might be their hair, their face, those kinds of things. So let's have a look at some images of Disney princesses, and then we're going to start pulling out the similarities. So there's lots of cliches in this, things that are not true in real life, but this is a fantasy, it's fiction, it's not true. So we're making some statements that are not true in real life but they are true in fiction. So how do we know that she is good? Well, first of all, she's beautiful. So if you think about the witches tend to be ugly old crones with warts. She's wearing a magnificent dress. So she's not dressed in tatters. Her dress sparkles, and you think of like fairies sparkle. Her hair is beautiful, so she's beautifully presented. That's not used, but beautifully presented. So her hair is nice, nicely done. Makeup, she's not dirty. Right, and then she's in this magnificent setting as well. So she's in this, she's in a castle, a marble staircase as well. So we could look a little bit at that. All right, let's have a look at the next one. So this is similar ideas. So she's got this magnificent dress, there's sparkles, it's glimmering, the magic is swirling around her. All right, she's beautiful, she's wearing jewelry which glitters. She's wearing gloves, that can be another one. Similar ideas here, so sparkling, hair beautifully done. Right now we've got Belle. Again, that magnificent dress is golden. So we're looking at the colours of those colours of royalty. So before it was like a very silvery blue. Now we've got gold. She's got her hair nicely done. This magnificent dress, jewelry, and here's Emma Watson. Again, you might be able to see the embroidery down here. This gorgeous dress that sparkles in this gorgeous setting. So here she's in a marble ballroom with chandeliers, because she's in a nice place. Golden dress, Similar idea here. And notice she's got that rose again. So the rose hooks back to what's happening in the story, but rose is also, flowers are considered to be something that is good. Flowers are beautiful, they smell beautiful, they look beautiful. You give flowers as a nice gift. Right here we have Aurora, and she's got all those same things. She's got a crown, she's got the beautiful jewelry, her dress sparkles, it glitters, she's beautiful. Ariel, all that same stuff. I think the last one's Elsa. Yeah, here we go. So here's one you'll be a little bit more familiar with. You might not have been familiar with some of those other ones. So here we have Elsa is got this beautiful glimmering dress. It's a magnificent dress. She's a little bit more got a little bit more sassy. So some of these older Disney princesses, they're more gentle and delicate, whereas women now perceived to be a little bit, women can be the hero, whereas before it was always the prince who was the hero. So that's why she's a little bit sassier. She's got the split in her leg, and she's sort of looking in a bit of a cocky way. Coming back to their faces, we've also got big eyes. So big bright eyes. So we've got that, so that Barbie thing. You know how Barbie's eyes are like half the size of her face. So she's got these big bright eyes, long eyelashes. She's smiling. She looks approachable. She looks happy. Let's see what else. So again, she's open, she's approachable. She's not like an old crone. She's open and approachable. She almost looks like she's dancing. Here, Emma Watson looks very serene, very calm. And again, we have Emma dancing here. She looks like she's about to dance. It's that very happy swayed movements. And here she's running. So she's running for her life with a big grin on her face. And she's not smiling, but you can see that she's not having a temper tantrum. She's not crying. Right, so these are the kinds of words that we can use to describe the way a person looks. So we've pulled out all those descriptive words to help us know what a Disney princess looks like. And now we need some extra words to help really bring it to the next level. Now, yesterday we did that by pulling words out of Thumbelina. Today, we're just going to do a Google search. So I've just searched for describe a princess. So if you're looking for words to describe a prince or a princess or a hunchback or an evil witch, just do this. Describe a princess. 1,000 words to describe a princess. Adjectives and characters for a princess. So I've just chosen this one. That's probably going to be a lot of words in here that you might not be familiar with. So it's probably worth your while having a look up for some of these words that you might not know, because I wouldn't use a word like vehement. I'm not sure why vehement is there. Patriotic. She might be patriotic, but it's probably not a word that I would use to describe the way that she looks. So I would use genteel, which is another way of saying gentle. Gracious. Virtuous, that means that she's got good virtue, like she's honest. Fair. Charming. We've got beautiful. Have we got gracious? We've got gracious. Loveliest. Militant. So militant is another one. You don't really, militant comes from military, so a princess usually isn't militant. Might be feisty, light-hearted, loveliest. All right, we don't need to have 50 words. We can just have half a dozen. We can just have like 5. Okay, so then we've created this long list of words. And now what we're going to do is we're going to describe our princess. So I want you to have a look back. Let's go back and have another look at this list of princesses. And I want you to choose one that you want to describe. Now, if you don't want to describe a Disney princess, that's okay. Go and find a character who is good and describe them. So Luke Skywalker or the Disney prince or whoever's from your favorite movie who's a good character, go and describe them. If you are going to do a Disney princess, go a second now to have a look at some of these images. Choose the one that you would like. And then once you've decided on the one you like, you can pause the video at that point so you know so you've got a picture of them in front of you. All right, I think I'm going to do Elsa. So I've got all these words here. Beautiful, magnificent dress, sparkles, beautifully presented. She's in the castle, magic swirls around her, jewelry, gold, flowers, crown, big eyes, long eyelashes, smiling, approachable, happy, dancing, open, genteel, gracious, virtuous, fair, charming, loveliest. So I want to describe Elsa, pulling out these words to describe her. Okay, actually, I'm going to change my mind. I've decided I'm going to do Ariel. Now, the reason why I've changed my mind is if you look closely at Elsa's face, she sort of has this mischievous, almost daring look on her face. It's like, it's almost sort of cocky. It's like, yeah, I'm good and I know it. Or I've got trouble in my hands. It's this really mischievous look. And that needs a whole nother set of vocabulary. So that is going to bring back in some of those words that we looked at before, where she's adventurous, she's mischievous, she's confident. So if you want to describe Elsa and this appearance of her, then you're going to have to use words like that because that's how she looks. So if I'll just go back to, here we go, and move this over. Okay, so here I have sort of Ariel sort of dancing. So those are the kind of words that I'm going to use. The stunning princess dances in her magnificent dress. It sparkles charmingly under the lights of the chandelier. Guests make way for her as she graciously flows about the room. The music swells as she waltzes joyously. Right, I've just said around the room, so I can take that out. Her long crimson hair joining into the dance as it glides around her, swirling and twirling just as she does. The amethyst jewels at her ears and chest sparkle and glimmer just as her eyes do, shining with love for all the world to see. Right, so that sounds like a pretty good character to me. So obviously we need to get to know our character more through the way that she behaves, through the things that she says. We can't just have a description and know that she's a good character or that she's going to do good things. But this is a way that is going to help us know to start off with. Like if we were talking about warts and her scraggly hair and her broken clothes, then we would know that something bad's probably going to happen. But this introduction into the goodness, into all these good things, all these sparkles and jewels and all this stuff, helps us know that she's a good character. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all of your hard work. Have a fun now writing your own character description, and please send it through to me because I love to see your work. And if it's okay with you, I'll even put it on my Facebook page so that other children can see all of your hard work too. And it would be even cooler if you described it to me in such a way where I had to guess which princess it was, which Disney princess it was, or which character it is. You don't have to do a Disney princess. And then I can message you back and go, was it this character? And you can tell me if I'm right. That'd be lots of fun. Okay. If you are enjoying my lessons, please like my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube page, both called Bloom and Grow Education. And please share it with your family and friends so that they know about my free lessons too. And I will see you next time. Take care.